I was born with a condition that affects my walking and standing. It's called hereditary spastic paraplegia. It's a genetic condition, and really the way it affects me is the signal to contract my muscles in my legs work fine, but the signal to relax my muscles do not work very well. Not only does it progress throughout the day, where I start fresh in the morning and then by the end of the day I'm kind of shot, it's progressing throughout my life. And so, I didn't used to use a wheelchair when I was a kid, and over the years I fall more. I'm not able to get around as much, and so now I've started to transition to using a wheelchair, which is a major change, as people that might go through that. But in order for me to do what I need to do, it's part of what I need to do. So my name is Trevor Hutchinson. Everybody pretty much calls me Hutch at P&G. I've been with the company 26 years this summer. So I'm a dark-haired, middle-aged guy. I'm wearing a white checkered shirt and some dark gray pants. I have no glasses, and my pronouns are he, him. Yeah, I've been in product supply the whole time, so it's our largest part of the organization. Most of my time has been in our manufacturing plants. I spent about 5 years in Green Bay, about 10 years at our Lima plant, which is in Northwest Ohio. And then about 12, 13 years ago, I moved down to Cincinnati. My wife and I have been married since we pretty much started at Procter & Gamble. She's a preschool teacher, and we have 4 kids, 2 of which are in college, one of which just graduated, and I have another one in high school. My personal take on disability has changed a lot over the years since I've been at P&G. When I started in Green Bay, Wisconsin, very much an environment where you need to be on your feet. The plants are very large, you're walking long distances, and I focused on fitting myself into an environment that really wasn't a great fit for me. Like I mentioned before, the mornings are better for me than the afternoons are. And so I would focus on floor time in the mornings, and then meetings and computer work would be in the afternoons and evenings. In particular, I know there was a point of anxiety for me. When we do leadership reviews, we do them in front of a results board, or we do them standing out in the operation. And so when I would do those, I would spend 85% of my energy and my headspace just focusing on standing upright, and then only a minor portion really able to communicate the great work the team was doing. People talk about masking, and that's one of the ways that I used to do it for sure. I learned along the way is P&G people are a rare breed, and so the level of support you get in an environment like Procter & Gamble is just different. And so I probably did a disservice to my coworkers by not talking about my disability, even though it was obvious when I was grabbing onto furniture or stumbling around. Not talking about my physical situation probably did them a disservice, and so I try to not do that anymore. One of the data points that's always stuck with us is a study from The Guardian in the UK a few years back that said 65% of people surveyed avoid visibly disabled people because they're unsure, they're uncomfortable, or they're just kind of weirded out. And at P&G, we all win when that's not the case. Since we launched Disability Confidence a couple years back, we saw self-ID numbers double and then triple. That's not just a huge hiring influx. It's an opportunity for people to be more confident and to be counted because they're more confident. And when people are more confident, they're able to get involved, they're performing well. The company is taking advantage of those skills that they've built that I talked about due to their disability. Getting involved leads to them applying disability inclusion to their work, and then applying disability inclusion leads to game-changing innovation for the company.